Hello, friends, and welcome to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Today we are leaving the governor's office, headed back to our ship so that we can make our way to the cenobium to find Heinrix von Calix and do what we can for the tech priests at the cenobium. There is apparently rebel activity in the area, and as you have seen, we enjoy doing a little rebel activity killing. So we are going to try to see what we can make happen from there. This is Disabled. My name is Ed, and let's get into it.
Let us not dawdle.
The formidable shells for large caliber weapons are being stored right in the command center. Okay, return to Void Ship. Void Ship. So where am I going next? Ah, the electrodynamic cenobium. There we go. Before I do that, though, I would like to pop over to inventory and get some items from our friend. See what we can do here. Okay. Wrath first. It increases damage from all sources against any hit targets. So if it leads off, it will hit first, increase damage against that target. So if we do a secondary strike, we can inflict the disturbed effect on the target. Each stack inflicts a -10 penalty to fellowship and willpower. It weakens them and deals additional damage to the target. I think I'm going to actually go the other way. I want the noble sword to be our primary. Weaken, 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 and then we can do a follow-up damage with the Wrath of St. Drusus. I really like that. I think that's wonderful. And that's how we will roll. Let's head to the cenobium. And we definitely want to keep this team. We do not need to bring Cabela with us. Okay. We'll cover the landing area, your lordship. Glory to the Von Valancius dynasty. Thank you, Warden. Judging by the dead people's equipment, they were the same wardens the governor sent to the monastery's aid.
Never doubt me.
Lay people unworthy of entering the hallowed cenobium humbly said their prayers next to this computational altar. Okay.
I always have a backup plan.
We'll take the experience. And as you can see, since we went to the ship, all of our injuries are gone. So we are now back at a base 0 there, which I'm very, very happy to have discovered. This current Imperium of Man relies heavily on grandeur and majesty. It kind of makes you wonder what it's hiding. Open the gate. We'll do that momentarily. And by momentarily, I mean right now. The Vinaric hymn awakens the gate's latching mechanism. All right, friends, let's get inside. Huh. The heretics were killed swiftly and ruthlessly. They never had time to reach for their weapons. That's nice. A good, swift response. Gives me hope that there may be survivors. A mercifully quick electric shock was not what killed this cultist. His face is contorted in pain, as if he was tortured. Okay. Interesting. That's interesting. What do we want to do first, guys? Left or right? Let's go right first.
Let us not dawdle.
The cultists were killed with a hit to the back from some kind of electric weapon. Seeing bodies of cultists, but not bodies of defenders. Or at least it's not telling me that. On the maladies of machine spirits and the ways of diagnostic divination.
Here. What's that?
That is a secret we just uncovered. Mummified electro priest. The mummified tech priest rests on the table, enveloped in wires. Okay. So is there another one over here?
This could be an opportunity.
There is indeed. Okay. A tech priest's body rests on a metal table, surrounded by sparking spirals of copper coil. A patina of sacred unguents covers his withered flesh. His augmetics have been polished with great care. Intricate electoos cover the dead man's crossed arms and bare torso, and strands of wires envelop his head. Pascal respectfully bows his head before the dead man and carefully touches the shriveled body with the tip of his mechadendrite. Honored adherent, I thank you for showing us the truth of Fabricator General Pekravar's maxim. Death does not end the service of a spirit driven. We'll examine the body. The body seems motionless, but you notice a slight tremor in the fingertips. This ancient servant of the Omnissiah must be data dreaming. His mind, enveloped in digital reverie, can persist for hundreds or thousands of years while his frail body decays. This sacred state of trance is a great reward only earned by the wisest and most pious servants of the machine god. Okay, that sounds horrific. Such purity of color. I have never seen anything like it. Deep tranquility shrouded in a cool white cloud, such unity of thought and spirit. The dead are incapable of exuding such hues. Next to the table the body is resting on, you see small amulets crafted from burned cogitator circuit boards. There is no dust on these small offerings. They were clearly left here recently. Can you hear me, Tech Priest? The light in the crypt becomes a little brighter and sharper, and the smell of ozone fills the air. The vox on the ceiling comes alive and lets forth a solemn Benaric aria that turns into a crackling, somnolent voice. In this dark hour, I am ready to bring you good tidings, tech brethren. Now respond with the words of the second galvanic hymn. The second galvanic hymn is a revered and miraculous prayer of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Naturally, you know it very well. Let us praise the twin charges, the body electric, and the Omnissiah who lights the spark of reason within us. And let us carry his charge to those who have turned their minds toward his light. Let it be so indeed. The monastery is under attack by heretics. Can you help? In my data dream, I saw their unholy requests and rejected them angrily. For it is said in the 4th article of security, no unbeliever's hand shall intrude upon the operation cycle. They have seditious designs on the relic. But should I give you, who does not belong to our faith and fellowship, my blessing to stand up to the blasphemers? I may not be a member of your priesthood, but you and I are of the same faith. This statement is true. The 1st article of security says, fear above all evils the defilement of knowledge, and its command outweighs the prohibition contained in the 6th article of security, let knowledge be locked away from the ignorant. So be it. In the name of shaming the unbelievers, I grant you the blessing of special access and protection from the rage of the motive force. Dry, cracking sounds come from inside the crypt's walls as awakened cogitators process the ancient tech priest's command. Ooh, we are now blessing of special access. Interesting. Can I see what that does? Character. There we go. Praetor Electroid Dar Impulse II's blessing is a promise of protection from the fury of the motive force. Grants 50% armor against shock damage. Hello. Thank you, Tech Priest. Okay, well
Keep your wits about you.
we got something cool. Cool. Yep, we already saw that. You shall be purified by the motive force, blasphemer.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
Looks like they all go before we do, and we don't have the opportunity to move position, so... Fortunately, we have protection from the motive force. Very nice. That was very, very nice. Okay. So we will move her into a bit of cover, at least from this side anyway. And then we've got some stuff we haven't been using. We will analyze enemies. Pick the one at the far end here.
I know what is to come.
And then help out Abelard, just to be certain.
Was that you? Or
And then we will take our shot,
on it?
and we will miss somehow at a very high % chance to hit, but okay. So thank you, Adira, for that.
Injured. I'm enraged. Endure. No! These ruby flashes are choking me.
All right, Cassia is next. She will use Reveal the Light on Gladius.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
We do indeed. We will use Zone of Fear. On these chaps. See if we can get them to move and let Abelard do a little.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Beautiful. And then we will have, we will activate Gladius. And he will dance. As he is wont to do. Sorry, Abby.
Who even taught you to fight like this?
Nobody good, apparently. That was really, really not cool. Yep, I've got nothing else I can do. That was lame. Okay. Cassia is still up. Voice of command. We will skip for this round. Back to me. This time I can at least get into a better position, so I'm actually damaging the right people. Okay. And then we can hit them both. Little cleave action. Okay. Pascal is up. He will analyze. That one's the strongest. We'll do machine spirit banishment. And then we'll do joint analysis. And we will take a shot. Nice. Oh, it goes through. Thank God he missed Gladius. I did not realize that was going to happen. Learning as we go. Okay. Argenta is next. And we will step slightly to the side. Yep, we definitely want the shoddy. Can I not get both of them? There we
I
go.
will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Beautiful. And then run and gun. Will put me here. Am I gotta walk by that guy again? Can I not go not by him, please? Can we go this way? No? Okay. We're just gonna go that way? I guess it doesn't matter. He already went at me once, so. Okay. And then unload. Oh, hold on.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Unload.
Faith without deeds, well, none can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Perfect. Abelard is up. We will use Endure, Brace for Impact, and Reckless Strike.
I will do like you reduced to dust.
Wonderful. And get off me. Oh man. That's lovely. Okay. Adira's back up. Those guys are dead. This guy's still up. Let's hit him. We'll do sensory deprivation over here. Forewarning on Gladius.
Unfortunate turn of fate.
And as usual, she has done something really, really bad for the group, but that's okay. And we'll shoot. Wonderful. So she killed one by accident, did some damage to half of us. Fortunately, none of us are in any need of healing. And then we will end. Cassia, Voice of Command on Adira. And Reveal the Light on Abby.
I'm a navigator, not a servitor.
And we'll do Bring It Down on Adira.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
And let her do her shot.
Will do.
Beautiful. And we completed that one pretty easily enough. We cannot loot any of them. I hate that we had to fight defenders of this area, which is what I assumed those were, being Electro. Okay.
I always keep my options open.
A motive force field seals the passage, threatening to incinerate anyone who touches it. Okay. Is this a sleeping area, looks like, perhaps? I don't know. Oh. Okay. We've got goods here. Tech use we can get in easily enough.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Got some nice fuel and a battery. Interesting. Bunch of junk, but still interesting. And then data altar of sacred analysis. That is creepy as hell. The cogitator's green screen lights up as you approach it and displays the flashing message. Pilgrim, only the words of the first galvanic hymn will reveal to you the gifts hidden behind the veil of knowledge. Now chant with me. Let us sing this canticle too. The device's keyboard lights up, clearly expecting you to enter the rest of the verse. Pascal, kindly remind me how this hymn goes. Pascal's vox lets out a noisy groan as if he is clearing his throat, but then stops abruptly. After a brief pause, he averts his gaze and says in a rasping voice, "It is not known to me. Only high-ranking servants at shrines of energetic prosperity are permitted to perform the first galvanic hymn." Abelard snorts and struggles to suppress an involuntary smile. "Emperor help us all. The esteemed Magos has been caught out not knowing a prayer, and now he's floundering like a cadet in an exam. I never thought I'd see the day." Do we have access to the previous bit of conversation? We do. Okay, it was, let us sing this canticle too. First galvanic hymn. What do we think, guys? Omnissiah seems a bit too on the nose. I like the motive force, but I'm leaning towards closed circuit here, which is, I have no doubt this is all wrong. One of these might be right, but we'll give it a shot. The closed circuit, wherein the paths start and end, are tied in a knot. Verse 2 calls to you. Was that correct? Verse 2 calls to you, pilgrim. Let us fill our souls with gratitude toward. Well, let's go with our theme. We were talking about the closed circuit, so let's keep that rolling. The arcane key that closeth the circuit. Now finish this prayer, pilgrim. May the unity of the sacred charge his power. I don't think faultless soul is going to be anything that we would say in this society. Immortal reason that hath created the spark. Is that talking about the emperor, maybe? The mortal body and the mechanisms thereof. I don't think we revere the body in this society. The blessed faith that bringeth light. The memory of ages preserved most zealously. I don't like that one. I think I'm going to go with the immortal reason that hath created the spark. Only one who has learned the path of our cenobium is worthy of its gifts. Walk the path of the enlightened, absorb their age-old wisdom, and sing with me again. The screen goes dark in disappointment. Yeah, well, I knew we weren't right. We had no idea. So maybe there's something we can pick up somewhere in here that'll give us the answers. And there is still no sign of Heinrix von Kallax, I've noticed, which is annoying. Haven't seen anything that we could pick up. I wonder, would the mummy priest tell us? Oh, it's not going to let me talk to him again? No, it's not. Okay. Look at this one more time. Okay. Always like to go back over things. Sometimes when you find out information that you need, the game will provide it in a place that you did not have it before because you didn't know you needed it. You note that wire junctions are often marked with a symbol of a key that appears to connect two lines. Huh. Well, now that's interesting. I wonder if that's got anything to do with what we were just dealing with. Hey, goods. All right, we've got a door.
I'm not satisfied with that answer. I will repeat my question again. The last electro priest you killed, where did you find him?
Burn in the fire of dawn, servant of the corpse emperor!
And another one meets the limit of his utility. The last of them.
The tall, dark-haired man sizes you up with a quick glance. A supernatural chill is making the air around him crackle softly. The expensive fabric of his jacket is stitched with gold thread and marked by several reddish-brown stains. A force sword and a vox hang from his belt, and the emblem of the Holy Inquisition glitters on his chest. Heinrix von Calix, I presume? You try to focus on the man in front of you, but you cannot shake the image of the deadly torture he inflicted on his victim. Your pulse quickens, blood pounding in your ears and sweat beading on your skin. Interrogator von Calix, I presume?
Yes. Well, since you know who I am, and are in no hurry to kill me, I infer that you serve the Emperor, not his enemies. Allow me to introduce myself. Interrogator Heinrix van Calix of the Imperial Inquisition's esteemed Ordo Xenos. With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Shadow. A great big sun-eclipsing, chain-weaving shadow. I can see the threads, myriads of them extending toward us all, and all of them creeping off toward him like snakes, shrouding us in poison. My, oh my, do I sense trouble, and it's right in my throat. It itches.
A puff of black smoke comes from the psyker's mouth and dissipates at once.
A psyker. Interesting. And a diviner at that. Even more interesting. Are you sanctioned?
Don't you Inquisition me! I'm under the rogue trader's protection!
Adira looks at you, pleadingly. Adira is a member of my personal retinue, and is under my protection.
Your retinue, you say? Then let's go back to my previous question. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
Rogue trader Gladius von Valancius.
Von Valancius? To the best of my knowledge, that dynasty is headed by the esteemed Theodora von Valancius. Has there been a change of circumstances?
Theodora is dead, slain in battle by enemies of humanity.
The news is lamentable. My condolences. And I presume the heir to the sacred warrant of trade and the lofty title of rogue trader is none other than yourself. Well then, what precisely has brought you to the sanctum of the Omnissiah?
I'm here to collect you. I am under orders from the Lord Inquisitor to offer any assistance you may require, after which I am to provide you safe passage to footfall aboard my ship.
Then the timing of our meeting is fortuitous. I am requisitioning you and your retinue for my task.
Requisitioning? Young man, your choice of words is unseemly to the point of insult. You're addressing a rogue trader.
I don't imagine you'll be any happier if I say taking into inquisitorial custody.
To aid his faithful servant in the fight against corruption is the solemn duty of all whose actions affect millions of the Imperium's subjects. Let your example guide those who will carry the Emperor's light across 1,000 stars.
You are familiar with the works of Inquisitor Alistar the Redeemer. Not every acolyte can say the same, let alone people less initiated. Please forgive my lapse in manners, Lady Navigator Orselio. It is a great honor. I came to Ricad Minoris on a mission, which a rebellion prevented me from fulfilling. The governor is convinced that malcontents from among the rabble were the instigators, but I immediately suspected a more sinister presence at the root of the mutiny. My visit to the monastery and a few unhurried conversations with some of the rebels confirmed my suspicions. Someone by the name of Aurora is leading the rebellion. Data indicates that the head of the cultists is here right now, in the sanctum of the ancient reactor. Given the prophecy of the final dawn, and the special efforts made by the enemies of humanity to seize the monastery, their goal is to gain access to the holy power source's control circuit and trigger a process that, once started, cannot be stopped. In other words, to detonate the reactor, thus being themselves the cause of their much-touted final dawn.
Blasphemous insanity.
The tech priest's visor flashes and turns a bloody scarlet. A soft hum of activating systems is heard from under his robe. As Heinrix von Kallick speaks, you suddenly notice the way he's looking at you, with eyes slightly narrowed as if peering into your soul, a soul touched by the gift of sorcery. The change in your expression does not escape the interrogator's notice, and you see the corner of his mouth twitch. He must have instantly recognized a fellow psyker. Precisely what were you doing at the monastery?
I arrived here with an escort squad, only to lose it in our very first open skirmish. The monastery is swarming with heretics. The soldiers I requisitioned from the governor fell in battle, bled to death, or deserted. I had to make do with catching and forcefully interrogating individual rebels. It is from them that I learned what I relayed to you just now.
And what did you do to him?
I convinced him to cooperate. I can influence living bodies, and I find that the interrogated are much more eager to share information once the blood starts to boil in their veins.
I can help you with Aurora. Let's join forces.
Thank you. Regrettably, the governor's people showed themselves to be unprepared for the perils of this place. And extracting blade shards from a person's stomach is beyond my powers. I hope that a rogue trader's retinue will prove more capable than a group of soldiers fresh off the base. I am positive that not all of the electro priests within these walls have perished. The heretics spoke of shadows emerging from side alleys to make short work of the cultists invading their abode. I surmise that the entrance to their hiding place is somewhere in the hall, near a machine known as the Circular Cogitator. I imagine it's one of the local sacred relics which the electro priests treat with special piety.
We've run into some of their number already, I do believe. Let's see if we can find the hiding place. Alright, we are not dropping Cassia. We can't drop Pascal either. Really, it's Abelard, Adira, or Argenta that we need to make a choice about. Heinrix and Abelard kind of cross some of the same ground, but man, I much prefer Abelard at the moment anyway. As a character, I mean, as far as a fighter, I don't know, but I really like Abelard. I like having him in the party. I like what he does. Adira, I guess we'll drop Argenta. Not a fan, but that's how we'll go. Let's see what Heinrix has on him. A sword and a pistol. We have a secondary sword for him as a psyker. See if it helps him in any way. Not yet, but it might. His force sword also does psi rating damage, so there we go. We've got him dual wielding now. And then he's got his Biomancer staff, which is interesting. Let's go ahead and level Heinrix. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll start at level 5. We want thick skin. Gains 1 damage deflection, parry chance increased by 25% of total armor. And we want weapon skill. At level 6, we want enfeeble. Until the end of combat, all targets within the area suffer a -5 penalty to strength and agility and 3% increase to incoming damage. Well, I like that. And we'll take Medicae. Good, I'm glad we're not losing a Medicae. We need one. Then weapon skill, because why not? And then Psyker Minoris, which we have taken on Adira already. Each level of psi rating provides access to new powers and strengthens damaging powers. Then we will do Athletics, Hardened Scars, which I do believe we also got with Abelard. Whenever the warrior is hit, under the Endure effect, their damage deflection is increased. Daring Breach 2. Until the end of combat, the warrior gains 4 movement points for each kill and may use those movement points after attacking or using abilities. Then Impetus. The damage dealt by charge is increased by 7 when used from a distance of 5 or more cells. We've done that one already. Toughness. Shield of the Emperor. Until the start of the Psyker's next turn, all allies affected by Word of the Emperor, must be one that he has because it's not something that anybody else has, increase their deflection by 1 and armor by 12%. At least one ally must be affected by Word of the Emperor. Interesting. Shield Mastery. So we have a shield. We might need to apply it to him. A shield only occupies the slot in a single weapon set. And then we have Toughness again, and Athletics again. And there we go. Let's pop back to him for inventory, shall we? And Soul Siphon is a better weapon than what he's got and does pretty much the same thing. His has 10% parry, -10 to enemy weapon skill. It does, yeah, it's the same. It's just better. Just a better version. And let's give him a shield. Since he has shield mastery, I suppose he's good with a shield. So we'll toss that on him. And he's got the Biomancer staff. Okay. All right. Let's see how we do with this setup. We kept Abelard and dropped Argenta. I don't know that that was the best thing to do, but it is what we doed. The fighter's body is still warm. He only bled to death a few minutes ago, after all. Improved body armor. Oh, we need to check out Heinrich's armor situation. Flak vest medium. Let's get him in. He can't wear heavy armor. What are we saying? Okay. Well, let's give him chainmail. Wow, I did not realize. Okay. And he can wear the blessed cape in case we have any demons. His lore warp is not great. Doesn't need that. We'll do the deck officer's helmet. And he definitely needs some Medicae bags. And we'll throw him a couple of grenades as well. The hard, uncomfortable Somno meditation bed is equipped with neural points to connect the sleeper to the monastery's cogitator network. Interesting. Oh, we got a logic. See if we have something to add to Pascal's logic here. He's already wearing it. Okay, I knew we had something.
The machine god grants me insight.
Oh, hello. We got a charged staff. New staff. I like it. And leather armor. Also interesting. Let's check out the leather armor. What do we think of that? That's the chainmail. There's heavy leather. Where's the leather? Flak, mesh, fortress, psychic body glove, carapace, improved, spinners, flak. There it is. Leather armor. Also 30%. 21, 25. Plus 5% armor against human enemies, which is what we are fighting right now. So let's swap that out. There we go. Very good. A symbol for the Omnissiah is inscribed on the wall with grooves of electrical discharges fanning out from it like a river. Indeed it is. There might be, eh? I think that the guys back where we got attacked is where we need to go. Near this thing. Yeah. The circular cogitator, the electro priest's hiding place, must be nearby. The machine altar is operational, but will only respond to a special command you do not know. To make this machine spirit do your bidding, you have to know the correct prayer. The sentinel will ask for a password. So is that about this prayer in here? There has got to be something we're missing to tell us what we're doing here. I'm going to go look about. I will let you know if I find something. Wired junctions marked with a key that appears to connect. Okay, we'll leave the puzzle for now and see about this. Okay, somebody already got zapped, which isn't awesome. And I've got an enemy here. So as soon as I come in here, we're going to start a combat. And I will be stuck on this. That's not great. I'm going to need to time this. So we can start combat and move.
I'll make an example out of you. You'll make a suitable sacrifice.
Okay, Gladius goes last. Well, lovely. Lovely. It's ambush, so we don't get to...
Break their morale. Follow my lead. Death to the weak.
Abelard, I'm a little bit offended.
If I may.
Okay, we're going to use voice of command on Abby. We will give him the buff as well. And then we will use bring it down. He can attack.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
He will start with... we don't want to push him away. We'll just do a standard hit.
Well struck. I took care of this one.
Ah, beautiful. And then he will use endure and brace for impact. And we don't need get off me. So there we go. She is done for now. Interesting.
Not out of my way.
And that's why I timed it the way I did, so that we could not be in the electricity, and they could. Adira, let's get her up into combat. Use forewarning on Abby.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
She will analyze.
Anything else?
And then she will shoot.
Was but
Perfect. I want to say that was, yeah, got him. Man down, folks. Man down. Wonderful. All right, and we'll end her turn.
Strengthen me.
my prescience has failed me.
Well, it was actually your cover that failed you, but yes, okay. Pascal is next. We'll get him up as far as we can. And let him do his machine spirit communion to help us all out. Wonderful. And he will analyze and take a shot.
Request approval as an equation. Your life is a negligible variable.
Wonderful. Heinrix is next. He'll come up and use Word of the Emperor. Which does what? All allies in a circle with a 5-cell radius gain +1 resolve until the end of combat. Every additional stack of this effect increases the resolve bonus by 2.
The Emperor is on our side.
So he hits everyone, which is perfect. We will do Iron Arm on Gladius. He will use Endure. And now we will do everyone for that. Shield of the Emperor. Very good. Nice little buff round there. And that brings us to Abelard, his actual turn. Can he charge from here? We'll do Endure again quickly. He cannot charge from here. If he comes there, can he charge? Yes.
Reduced to dust.
Perfect. And he will do his taunting scream and call it. Gladius is up. He will come up. And dang it, can't get to anybody he needs to attack here.
I'll make it
We'll set that guy on fire. Because why not? How far out can I get? Yeah, even if I do that and then do Blood Oath, I don't know that I could even get to him, so that's not really helpful. All right, we'll end it there. They are mad at Adira, boy. Bring Cassia up. Have her activate on Adira.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
She'll put her bonus on Gladius
Not
this
accustomed
time.
to being ordered around.
And we will have Adira clear out someone else. So we will analyze. Is there anybody else down in here? There is not. Let's start at the back and work our way up, shall we?
Will do.
And shoot.
On it. Unfortunate turn of fate.
Beautiful. In turn. And I can't do anything. I could make them move, but to what purpose? So we'll end there. Adira's next. She will come up, get back into a semblance of cover, analyze,
Discern the future on the battlefield.
and shoot.
Anything else? Be gone.
She is impressive. And then she will use Forewarning on Gladius. And that's her turn.
Stay vigilant.
My ears are ringing.
I believe it. Have Pascal come forward. Analyze.
Prognosis is favorable.
What is our to hit chance? 53? Let's go ahead and do perfect spot. And we're now at 59, which isn't tremendously better, but it is better. Very good.
Request approved.
And we'll do joint analysis to get everybody an opportunity to get in here. Heinrix is next. Heinrix? Something. We got this guy down here that is really making it difficult to get to him. I don't like that. It's one round. Let's do endure.
Step aside.
And charge. We cannot charge. Okay. Well, that sucks. That's not helping out with him much. Let's go ahead and buff the party then.
For the throne's glory. I won't object to it.
Shield of the Emperor. And do Iron Arm on Abelard this time.
Lord Captain.
Okay. If Abby goes here, can he charge? He can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not extra damage, but we don't need it. Man down.
It will be done.
Use Endure. And can I Taunting Scream over here? No, I cannot. Okay. We'll end. Gladius is up. We will come forward.
Let's make some opportunities.
And let's see. Can I even? No, I can't do anything with this guy. Okay, we'll end. Can't get to him. We'll bring Cassia up. She will not bother with that. This time we will use Reveal the Light on Heinrix.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
And bring it down on Adira.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
See if she can do anything about this guy. No, we cannot. Can I attack his cover? I think so. No, I cannot. Okay, then we'll just buff somebody else. Why not? Heinrix can get a buff. We'll end it there. Cassie is done. Adira. If we go here, do I have a shot? No. 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 There is no place I can go that I have a shot. So I'm going to get out of the arc of electricity. Pascal also can't get a shot. We'll get him out of the arc of electricity. Heinrix will come up and then charge as far as he can go. He's going to get in it, even if he doesn't get in it, if you know what I mean. And we'll use buff himself.
Naturally.
And endure, of course. And then, let's see. We could use Daring Breach. I think it might actually give him the movement he needs. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it will. Let's go.
I'll see our foes obliterated.
Perfect. And then he can attack. Oh, normal attack.
Nothing stands against me.
Wonderful. And we'll use Enfeeble on this guy. Oh, it hit him. Wow, that's awful. Okay, I don't like that.
For the throne's glory. I won't object to it.
Okay. Brings us to Abelard. We'll have him get as in here as we can.
Tried-and-tested tactics are the best ones.
Okay. Gladius will come up. See if we can hit this guy now. That's Heinrix. That's not Heinrix. That's the, nope, can't hit him. Okay.
Weapon at the ready. Follow my lead. Be gone.
Excellent. Everybody get in
Always
cover.
Keep your eye on the prize.
Please. Okay. All right, let's loot while we got a second. Everybody back. I think I can turn it off over there. Maybe. So let it hit my section. Go.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Oh, out. Back, back, back. No, Cassia.
I always keep my options
Dang it.
open.
Get out.
Advice do you seek?
Come on.
Lesson learned. The sooner we start.
Guys, I need y'all out of there, please. If it's all the same to you. Okay.
Fate and
Let's get our
fortune
Medicaid
favor the
kits out.
bold. I need your full cooperation.
I can see bright colors again.
Stop squirming.
Thank you.
Great. Head trauma. That's so stupid. I'm mad. Okay. So, what the hell did we do? Come here, Pascal. Need to make our way down here quickly, and should be able to do it without taking any damage. The fact that it misinterpreted a click and somehow selected only Abelard instead of the whole party is not exciting, but it happened, so...
Is there money to be made?
Couple more sniper rifles, but we don't like those. They're kind of crap. Go. Quickly, quickly. Okay.
My house would be proud of me.
These dead heretics are suspiciously different from the others. The symbols on their clothes are drawn wrongly, and standard issue military uniforms show through the blasphemous tatters. And earlier, it said it would appear the Electro Priest damaged the motive force circuits on purpose to turn them into a trap for the intruders. Right, right. We've got a lock here.
Laboratory is blessed with multifunctionality.
Ah, speaking of which, we need to give him a new med kit because he used one. Used two, actually, but it didn't actually use one for some reason, which was really cool. The bodies of careless cultists have been thoroughly fried by an arc of the motive force. Okay. So maybe don't step on that, perhaps? I don't know. Huh. Okay. There's the other path. Okay, looks like we've got a big room coming up here. It's probably going to be a long and involved fight. But guys, I think you're going to have to join me for that next time. Today we have come to the cenobium. We discovered Heinrix von Calix finally. Got him in our party, had to kick Argenta to the curb briefly. We will see how this goes. I haven't really gotten to see him in combat yet. He is very similar to Abelard. It will probably end up being, do I want to use him or Abelard? But we will discover how that goes as we go. Anyway, that is where we are at the moment. And next time we will head into this room and see what kind of damage we can cause. This has been Disabled. My name is Ed, and this was the wonderful Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Until we meet again, make your way with love and light. Thank you so much for going on this journey with me today. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as that helps me out tremendously. And goodbye.